Have you ever been to a place that made you feel at home the moment you got there? Well, it didn't take Rob Wiles long to feel comfortable at O'Brien's Southern Diner just outside Ashland City. Much of that at-home feeling is because the owner makes certain every plate that leaves her kitchen passes a personal perfection test.
Here we go.
Come to O'Brien's Southern Diner, and you're going to find Candice O'Brien Beasley going all the time.
Did everything come out correct over here, y'all? Good. Awesome.
On the rare occasion something is not correct,
Well darn.
Candice knows who to blame. Not her son, who helps in the kitchen, not her daughter, who's a waitress, not the other young women who are servers here. Nope. Candice would pretty much have to blame Candice.
I love touching every plate because I know it's not going to get messed up if I do it myself. I can't help it. You know, if somebody sends something back, I know it's my fault. And I can't get mad at anybody else but myself, you know. I've always been that way, though. I just want to touch every plate that goes out.
For Candice, there's a lot of pressure when every plate has to pass the perfection test. But you know what they say. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Candice may feel the heat sometimes, but she's not going anywhere.
I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
Really?
Just a little bit. We do everything big here, you know. Our pancakes are huge, our burgers are huge. Plate lunch, we give a little more than we probably should.
Part of the checking every plate is making sure her customers' eyes are not bigger than their stomachs. So along with each hamburger, each hungry guest gets a friendly warning.
We always make sure when somebody orders a double that's new, that's never been here, we're like, you do realize that's a pound of meat. And 9 times out of 10, they change their mind and they get the single. So I try to get the waitresses just, you know, tell everybody, because I mean, they come in and get this massive burger. This little lady, you know, she can't eat that. And I want everybody to be pleased. I'd rather them be happy than to make that extra $5 off of a double, so.
It's about letting her customers enjoy lots of good food and still feel good about it later. It's sort of like Candice and her customers and crew are all part of a dance, choreographed to deliver the favorites that come out of her kitchen.
The biggest sellers are our burgers, they're a half-pound burger, and our fish, which we hand batter fresh each order. We do catfish, but we do ours a little different. It's more of a Louisiana-style catfish, but everybody seems to really like it. We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Saturday, and then we do breakfast and lunch on Sunday, and we're closed every Monday and Tuesday. It's coming, it's got cheese. Oh, okay. Hold on, here, just stay right there. I got you right now.
If Candice sounds a little like everybody's favorite grandma, there's a good reason.
I basically have cooked all my life or waited tables somewhere. I've worked in the restaurant industry since I was 14 years old. But I grew up cooking with like my nanny and my grandmother. My nanny and her husband owned Line Ball's restaurant that was on Broadway in Nashville for years. So she taught me some things as I was young, you know, kind of what they cooked there and things like that. And then me and my grandmother, we cooked every day together. You know, we were always making food for somebody at church or taking it to someone.
So with that sort of example to follow, every Christmas, Candice and her crew feed all comers for free.
We'll hit all the local nursing homes, we'll hit all the shut-ins here. Anybody that's just down on their luck, we'll feed them as well. On Christmas, we do about 600-700 meals, so it's a lot.
It is a lot, running your own business.
I love it. You know, I like being my own boss.
Which means bossing members of the family. Daughter Brooklyn Beasley says, yes, Mom is a perfectionist, but that's okay.
I love working with my parents. I think it's the best thing I've ever done.
Is it really?
Yes, and I'm so glad that this is like my first job, and it's with my parents and my brothers.
O'Brien's Southern Diner is out in the country a bit, outside Ashland City, but it's a pretty drive.
As you're driving down the road looking for O'Brien's, you may miss it because there's so many cars parked along the road you can't see the sign. You know what? I think she's going to need a bigger sign and a bigger parking lot.
On the weekends, people park on the road like almost to the bridge some days. But we have that field over there. We just try to make it work.
Work it does. People come from all over, and still, Candice knows her customers well enough to miss one who hasn't been around in a while.
Thank y'all for coming in.
There's one of your old bus boys.
I know, right? How are you?
Good, how you doing?
I hadn't seen you in forever. Forever and ever.
Knowing who's coming and going could be part of being a perfectionist with a passion.
We try to give back to our community as much as possible. We try really hard, we work really hard to please everyone, so we love our little shack out here.
Well, if you like good food and friendly folks, I'd say the chances are pretty good that you're going to love Candice's little shack, too.
How are y'all doing? Is everything good?